I could not even lift 5 kgs from the floor. So the squat would be, on a good day, would anywhere be around 150 to 160 kgs.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Madfitjunky. So I hope आपको Madfitjunky के वीडियोस अच्छे लग रहे हैं. अगर आपको वीडियोस अच्छे लग रहे हैं, please go and like, share and subscribe to my channel because that is very important. ताकि आपको हमारे notifications मिलते रहें. आज की जर्नी है कैलाश यादव सर की. कैलाश यादव सर के साथ मैंने एक इंटरेक्शन किया फिटनेस के ऊपर. He has been into the fitness industry for over 2 decades, which is a very very long time. उन्होंने एक major spine injury से recover किया है and he loves to lift. So ये जर्नी बहुत स्पेशल क्यों हो जाती है क्योंकि एक स्पाइन इंजरी से उठ के लिफ्टिंग ओवर अ टन इज अ ह्यूज अचीवमेंट. सो लेट्स मीट कैलाश सर.
Hi sir.
Hi.
Is it fine now?
Absolutely fine.
Perfect. So I think it was मेरा speaker चल रहा था तो I think that's why it was.
Yes.
Cool. Sir, thank you so much for coming to the channel once again.
Thank you.
थोड़ा इशू आ गया. सर तो जैसा मैं आपसे पूछ रहा था कि आपने एक मेजर स्पाइन इंजरी फेस करी थी कुछ टाइम पहले एंड यू हैव कम आउट ऑफ इट वेरी वेल. तो मैं इसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा आप लाइट डाल सकते हैं कि बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ पीपल फेस दिस इंजरी, स्पाइन में उनको इंजरी हो जाती है एंड दे गेट इनटू दैट बेडरिडन जोन, मतलब वो बेड पे लेट के रह जाते हैं. तो इससे वो कैसे ओवरकम कर सकते हैं अपने आप को?
What I basically found out during my spine injury was that until unless there's a point where you really should not go under the knife, you should not go.
Okay.
So this is one particular good thing that I've learned in this. India doesn't have the system at that time, I would say. So in US, if there is a issue where the spine is injured or there's a disc that is herniated, what they would do is the operation would be to basically do a surgery under endoscopy.
Okay.
They remove the gel between the two spines. I mean the spine, the vertebrae, the gel is removed. That is your disc. But they do not insert anything back into it.
Oh.
All right. So there's supposed to be a filament. Yes. So that system doesn't work in India, and I recommend that जिन लोगों को spine की injury हुई है, body has its ability to cure on itself. So I use Pranayama to start with. I could not even lift 5 kgs from the floor. So I did Pranayama a lot. I got my back in order. And over the period of time, I was able to actually start moving.
Okay. Cool. Sir, so right now, can you just elaborate how much weight you're lifting? On the 3 major exercises I would like to know is one of the bench press, squats and deadlifts.
I mean, when I'm actually doing my training and it's in a good spot, Yeah. So you want to know what weight do I lift actually?
Yeah. I was just curious to know because you just said that you're not able to lift 5 kgs.
Call up Veer Vijay Makwana. He's trying to.
I think you just get the phone that I have. I'm sorry. So the squat would be, on a good day, would anywhere be around 150 to 160 kgs.
Wow.
I'm not a very big fan of a deadlift, but I do certainly use the trap bar or the edge bar that you call. I could go up to about 220, 200 kgs, anywhere between that.
And that's when you don't like to lift on deadlifts.
So there are bodybuilders. I don't want to be a forklift in the first place.
Okay.
So, for me, I don't see any basic reason to actually go and deadlift and pull so much of weight from the ground. I mean, bodybuilders like Lee Haney, who has been 8 times Mr. Olympia, they've never done a deadlift. Bodybuilders like Dennis James have never done deadlifts.
Okay.
Duran Yates is on record right now to tell you that is a deadlift that is actually effed up his back, So, ergonomically speaking, your momentum while lifting a deadlift, I mean, you don't actually do that in your regular routine.
Yeah.
So I would not really want to hurt my back. That is a precautionary measure. But I do basically do stiff leg deadlifts. So I do good mornings, but with moderate weight.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sir, the next question which I wanted to ask is about the brotherhood with the king, Dr. Rajesh Rai. So, sir के साथ आपका relation कब start होता है and how it has matured?
when did he become a doctor in the first place?
सर शायद फिर मैंने गलत लिख लिया, आई एम सॉरी. सो राजेश राय सर के साथ आपका रिलेशनशिप कैसे ग्रो होता है सर, एंड कब स्टार्ट होता है?
I would say it was possibly love at first sight.
Oh, nice.
That was the kind of thing. We are both guys who choose to shave their hair off. And the common thing between the both of us is that we are both passionate and we're very honest with each other, and we're very honest with our work.
Okay,
So
perfect.
one of the major reasons that we are still together, and he's a formidable force. I mean, he's a mentor to me. He's an elder brother, although he calls me elder.
Okay.
But yes, I mean, I would say that Jirai Fitness Private Limited is a part of me, and I'm a part of Jirai Fitness.
Perfect.
That
We
was
congratulate for that. Yeah, and we wish you all the luck for the future, sir.
Thank you so much.
So the next thing which I would like to know is that I have learned that you are training people for rupees 700 only, and I want to repeat that, 700. Is it right?
So I don't personally train people, and I always had this thing of giving it back to society. So other than Alive, Alive has got 3 centers in Vadodara, and it was a mission that I had, that I wanted to give back to the society, that is most important.
Perfect.
And that's how Pehelwan came into existence.
Okay, sir.
So we have this another genre of gym that is called Pehelwan.
Yeah.
We give the membership as low as 500 rupees a month, and it's only meant for youngsters, students, auto drivers, pan galla owners, coolies,
Okay.
bus conductors, bus drivers, a whole lot of people who really cannot afford going to an air-conditioned gym. And I'm very proud to tell you that Rajesh has been extremely supportive in making that gym come up.
Okay.
It's one of the biggest gym floors, I would say, in India. I would say it's about 7,000 odd square feet of just gym floor.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah, and we have approximately about anything between 4 to 8 stations per muscle group.
Per muscle group. So if someone wants to train like 8 different exercises, he can do it in one place.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
Wow. That's perfect, sir. मतलब ये तो dream come true हो जाएगा.
Yeah, the bodybuilder's paradise, I would say. It's made that way. It's extremely hardcore, and it's air conditioned. Everything up to the T. The only thing is the paraphernalia that you find in like the steam or the shower, and all these things are not.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, sir, the next thing I would like to go ahead with this. This is tough times, like all the lockdown which has happened. Gyms are shut. Gyms अभी कब खुलेंगे ये भी पता नहीं चल रहा है. ऐसे में I would like to know your suggestion to all the upcoming gym owners, trainers. They are facing a lot because they used to give personal trainings in the gyms and everything has stopped suddenly. So, what is your take, and how do you say people should look into this?
It has been a rude awakening for all of us, I would say.
Okay.
And I can actually say it to the T that where I can tell you that not a single gym in India is actually being in a position to pay their employees.
Yeah.
And if somebody is claiming to say so that I have paid the employees, is bullshitting.
Oh.
The very reason is because that somehow or the other we are working on a position where हम लोग रोज कुआं खोदते हैं और रोज पानी निकालते हैं.
Okay.
And although we are so large, I mean, as in numbers are concerned, there is a huge population of our country that is involved into fitness. We are the most unorganized sector.
Okay.
You know.
But sir, gyms तो इतने सारे organized होते हैं. Like I've seen the outer face of it. आपने बिल्कुल अंदर से भी उसको जानते हैं, तो you can obviously put more light into it.
आज मुझे एक simple चीज बताएं कि what are the sectors that the government chose to open in this lockdown?
Beer खोल दी सर उन्होंने, बाकी कुछ खोला या नहीं खोला?
So that's where आपके pan shops are open, your cigarettes are getting available, you have booze available, you have the necessary essentials available. And the very reason these things are available is because all these people collectively who are into this industry contribute in a very, very big way to the nation's treasury in terms of GST and in terms of taxes.
Okay.
And there are very few gyms. I would say if there are about 100,000 gyms, 100,000 gyms in India, the we are talking about hardly 5% of them possibly paying the GST honestly with 100% compliance with GST payments.
Okay. Okay.
So saying said that, for the government, we are not actually contributing to the kitty, and they're not basically going to listen to us.
Exactly. So that's
Why would they listen
something.
to us? So this is something that we need to all understand during this time, as to
Okay.
why are we giving this kind of a back burner treatment.
I
I
understand.
mean, it's very logical to say that I've seen videos and I've seen a lot of pictures where people have beelined to liquor shops and to pawn shops and everything.
Yeah. Like they've
Yeah, and there is
stood
no
on those
question.
lines
There's no
for
question asked.
hours.
There's no question asked for social distancing or something like that. It's
Exactly.
simple because they contribute much more higher in value of economics to the treasury of the government. So it's time that the gym owners get together, get their things together, be
Exactly,
honest,
sir.
and stop actually underselling themselves. So that is a bigger disadvantage of our industry, where कोई बंदा 4,000 में साल में membership दे देता है, कोई 40,000 में बेचता है. So the entire
Yeah,
spectrum of people involved into it, it's so diversified that you're not able to actually organize it.
I
I
understand.
hope this is an awakening call for all the gym owners to let them understand that it's if they do not correct themselves now,
Well, this can
I
happen
don't
again as well.
see. Of course, it's a virus. It's a 60-year-old virus. They
Exactly,
found
sir.
this virus out 60 years back,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't have any medication for any virus. You look at HIV. There are 40 million people suffering from HIV. Have they found
Exactly,
a
sir.
vaccine for?
अभी तक
It's a
तो नहीं
matter of
मिला.
responsibility in the matter. Yeah. So uh, it is something that we need to really look up to and really understand and learn from the situation.
I
It's an
understand.
economic reset that needs to be done, and people need to reset their heads the way they're thinking. According to
Cool.
me, a gym owner is basically a man with a lion's heart,
Cool.
and he's the
So,
most underrated businessman on the face of earth. I can tell this to you because of the simple fact. मैं जिम खोला है, मैंने इक्विपमेंट खरीदा है. इक्विपमेंट
बिल्कुल सर.
मैन्युफैक्चरर्स मेरे वजह से चलते हैं.
जी.
मैंने ट्रेनर्स लिए हैं, ट्रेनर्स के घर मेरे वजह से चलते हैं.
जी.
मैंने जगह किराए पे ली है. People are giving their places on rent because of me.
बिल्कुल सर.
It's a non-polluting business.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, and we cause no nuisance at all. Despite all these
बिल्कुल.
things, tell me one single gym owner who can tell it to you with pride कि नहीं मेरे पास करोड़ रुपया पड़ा है घर में मेरे पास.
जैसा
I'm
अभी
telling
आपने
this to
बोला,
you.
I'm sorry
Yes,
to
please.
cut you like this. जैसा अभी आपने बोला, मेरे को तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि जिम ओनर इज ओनली गिविंग. वो जिम इक्विपमेंट वाले को भी पैसा देना, उसको जिम का भी पैसा देना, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी भी जानी है, एवरीथिंग ही इज जस्ट गिविंग. And
Yes,
for
yes,
those
and all
100
those
clients,
trainers that you see online and all these bodybuilders that you're going to look at in your faces, people I don't understand. I've seen athletes and all these guys who are there. For them, the gym is their alma mater.
yeah,
That's the place where they have evolved from.
correct.
So everybody benefits from a gym other than the gym owner. And
Absolutely.
I think this is the time and this is an opportunity that for all gym owners to understand this and to correct themselves. क्यों
Exactly.
5,000 मेंबरशिप बेचनी है, क्यों 10,000 मेंबरशिप बेचनी है? आप पिज्जा खाने जाते हैं कभी?
तो बिल्कुल कभी कभी जाते हैं.
बिल्कुल जाते हैं. तो आपका एवरेज बिल पर टाइम पर सेशन का कितना होता है?
So somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 easily. Whether that's like just two or three people
Do
with
you
me.
go to a gym?
Yeah, I do.
How much do you pay for the membership?
For a month, somewhere around between 1,500, and if it goes for a whole year, I pay somewhere around 14,000 to 15,000, somewhere in that range.
Say 15,000 rupees, you're paying less than 50 rupees per day.
That's right.
Right? So I would say a person who really cannot afford 100 rupees per day should actually not go to a gym in the first place. He should get back to work and ensure that he makes enough money. It's his own health
Right.
you're talking about. So I would even request the customers and the consumers basically out here to look at it as a health benefit. It's an insurance that is going to give you 100% return.
Exactly. Your
You
health
know,
is your wealth,
आपके पास
basically.
life,
So,
yeah, so आपके पास life insurance है आपके पास,
बिल्कुल है सर.
right? Do you have a medical insurance,
Yes, sir. I do.
right? So if you want to enjoy the benefit of that insurance, what do you need to do?
प्रीमियम देना पड़ता है सर. Every year we
No,
need to pay some kind.
आपने तो, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ, आपने तो प्रीमियम भर दिया है, उसके बाद आपको उसके रिटर्न्स एंजॉय करने हैं, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा?
सर हेल्थ को अच्छा रखना पड़ेगा.
नहीं, लाइफ इंश्योरेंस को का फ्रूट लेने के लिए आपको मर जाना पड़ेगा. यू हैव टू फकिंग डाई.
सर वो तो एक्सट्रीम सिचुएशन बहुत ही.
हाँ, तो मैं यही कह रहा हूँ मैं. एंड मेडिकल इंश्योरेंस को क्लेम करने के लिए आपको बीमार होना पड़ेगा, आपको हॉस्पिटल में जाना पड़ेगा.
Exactly. जी,
Right?
जी.
So why do you want to suffer? You might as well go to a gym. You're paying less than 1/4 of the cost to an insurance. Not that I'm saying you should not take insurance.
I know.
I would say less than 1/4 of it, and it's going to return back to you 100%. It's going to make you live longer. What else do you want?
Exactly, sir. Well, that's
Right?
the best thing about gyms and workouts, right? Sir, next question I would like to ask about the old bodybuilding as a sport, and these days where people, I can see students or young athletes getting onto the stage within 3 to 4 months. That's a very I would say not so supportive method from my side. Absolutely. So इसके लिए आप क्या suggest करना चाहेंगे young athletes को, because they are taking harsh measures, they're doing everything to get onto the stage in 3 to 4 months, and
What we
I've seen.
first need to do, I'm sorry I'm interrupting out here. I want you to spell the word out. What do you mean by harsh measures?
No, sir, I don't mean harsh measures as in they're taking steroids or something like that.
Yes,
I'm
speak
just
the
saying.
word out. Speak the word out. It's very important. It's an educated statement. It's an informed decision these people make.
But sir, is it supportive to get into this steroid measures and get onto the stage into 3 to 4 months?
The fact of the reality is that Rome was never built in a day.
Right.
That is one particular thing. And anybody who is into bodybuilding and who's into competitive bodybuilding, the sport has become as such that it is imperative for them to use medicine to basically improvise and to use it as performance enhancer drugs,
Right.
It is the problem is when I am not an advocate of steroids or I'm not an advocate of PEDs either. But the most important thing is out here that you need to understand what is the line that you're crossing.
Okay.
आपको अगर एक कंपटीशन में जाना है और उससे आपको मनोरमा के सेकंड लास्ट पेज के ऊपर आपका फोटोग्राफ भी नहीं आने वाला है बनियान और चड्डी पहने हुए, तो उसका कोई मतलब नहीं बनता है.
जी.
What is it that you're trying to achieve out here? So I believe that athletes these days need to understand this particular thing. I'm seeing kids, I would say, as young as 20, 21 years of age, who basically are using PEDs to, I don't know what. They look like shit at times. They are not, their muscle belly is not full. And I mean, the biggest guy, I mean, a big fan of him, that is Ronnie Coleman.
Ji.
For a very, very long time, even after he came into competition, he never took PEDs.
Ji.
So I would always tell all the young athletes that please do not make it quick. Keep it nice and slow. Look at your health. It's one of the most important things. Your family loves you. There are people who love you a lot, and they will be very proud of you when you're on the stage and stuff. But trust me, the day you fall ill, there is an issue with you. These guys will be the first people who are going to tell it to you. बेवकूफ ने अपना ध्यान नहीं रखा. वो एक उसका ट्रेनर था, उसने पता नहीं उसको क्या दे दिया था, मेरा बच्चा उससे मर गया.
जी.
And it is not right. So I mean, I would be very honest when I'm telling you this. My first use of my PEDs happened when I turned at the age of 40. Okay, and I ensure that I go to my family and I tell my wife, and I choose that, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm thinking of doing. Do you support me on this?
Exactly.
आजकल बच्चों को तो पता नहीं होता. There was an incident I would like to tell you in Gurgaon where a person died because of using amp.
Okay.
And I happened to know the parents who were talking on this particular platform, and they said, "वो protein वो powder खाने से मर गया."
So,
बच्चा आपका पाउडर खाने से नहीं मरा है, बच्चा एम्प का अब्यूज करने से मरा है.
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल.
So I believe that this is your life, and as much as you have the right on your life, you have your equal duty to basically inform your family. And if your family doesn't agree to it, I think you're going the wrong way.
Right.
Ask
Sir,
your mother. Sorry?
Please continue. Please continue, sir.
So you need to ask your family, you need to ask your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. At least go and talk to someone and tell them this is my decision that I want to be. It's not about looking at the next poster guy and trying to be like him. So
exactly.
There are a lot of hypocrites moving in this particular Instagram and Facebook, who claim themselves to be whatnot,
Yeah,
There are people getting from prep coaches to icons out here.
Yeah.
And selling anything from BCAAs, aminos to peanut butter and to I don't know what branded protein they get from what way that they get from, that they inform people that they have got these 6-packs and 8-packs because of what they're consuming. What bullshit is this? So that has to stop per se,
Yeah. So I was about to come to this same topic itself. Like in this quarantine, we have seen a lot of people have changed their Instagram tags to fitness trainers and celebrity trainers and experts and everything. And they are, what is your views for them? How people should get knowledge about this? Because knowledge is something which is not being shared in the correct form. Parents don't know what their kids are taking, as you just said, and students don't know what they're taking. So this knowledge, how this should come out onto the platforms like Instagram and Facebook and educate people to, understand what they are doing and understand what they are getting into.
I am the king of Brunei. Would you believe that?
Nice, sir.
Would you believe that shit? I'm Narendra Modi. Would you believe that shit?
No, sir. No.
It's more to do with consumers out here, where people need to understand and do their due diligence as to whom they're getting into. Right. I'll give you one more example of this particular thing. I had this person who came up to me and who said that, sir, मुझे ये करना है, मुझे वो करना है, मुझे ऐसा करना है. And I was at the same time I was talking to a dear friend, Dennis James, and we were discussing on a certain thing, and I happened to ask him, okay, Chief, these are the things that is happening, and there's this young kid who wants to do this, and Dennis very promptly, because of my relationship with him, mentioned a few things to be corrected in the system and to stuff like that. The boy went on to win some Gujarat title and stuff. The day he won it, he became a prep coach.
Okay. The day he won, he became a prep coach.
Yeah, I mean, the next day he was a prep coach, and I was wondering, you idiot, you did not know a fuck of what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Dennis helps me with my stuff. I am in touch with Ronnie Coleman. I'm in touch with Joseph Rakic. I know people like John Lucas and a lot of other people who are into this industry, where we share tips and stuff. Now, once I have the tips with me, doesn't mean that I become a prep coach.
Exactly.
And you're an idiot if you think that you're a prep coach. So I would expect all the consumers to do due diligence, understand. एक पता है हमारे आपके बच्चे हैं?
नहीं sir, अभी तो नहीं.
So say for instance, in the very coming future, you'll have a beautiful wife and you'll have amazing, lovely children.
Thank you.
When you go to a school, what is the thing that you'll see in the school for your kids?
So teachers अच्छे हो, premises अच्छा हो, ambience अच्छा हो.
आपको कैसे teachers चाहिए होंगे? You would require sexy teachers out there, or you would require teachers with a lot of experience?
So experience, because that's the thing which will count.
That is what people need to understand. How can your teacher be 23 years of age and teach you what he can when you're possibly seen many more years than what you have? Go to a teacher who has seen it all.
Exactly.
There are a lot of good teachers around in this place who will be able to help you and will be able to guide you. You look at Guruji.
Ji.
Mukesh. So I never seen him doing online training and crap shit.
Yeah.
You should get people like these, people who have seen years and years of experience, have been there, done it themselves. I think those are the right teachers to go to, rather than going to these newbies who have possibly been on stage for a few times. They've got their six-pack abs and choose to be prep coaches. So it's the consumer that is to be blamed out here, not these boys who are basically trying to earn money for themselves.
Okay, sir. So last thing which I would like to know out of this whole conversation is, which I could figure it out, is the lack of knowledge. So what we as influencers and as coaches and people, those who are experienced, they should do to educate people that what is right, what is wrong.
Right and wrong is a perception, dude. I mean, the other honesty of this industry is bodybuilding is that you're a narcissist.
Okay.
And in the very process of making yourself beautiful and becoming the narcissist that you want to be, you forget a lot of thin lines that you cross and where you suffer irrecoverable damage.
Right,
so,
right.
That the earlier question that you asked me was the old school thing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I was 14 when I started body. I was 14 when I first went to a gym. My mentor is Mahesh Devadika, Sonu Anna, we call him at last. I come from a very small town called Deadlift camp.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I would go and I would say, Anna, mere ko bodybuilding karna, mere ko aapki jaisa banne ka hai, and stuff like that. And Anna would tell me, "Nare kaam kar, tu 100 push-ups kar, 100 squats mar, 100 pull-ups mar, और 100 double bar mar. ये हो जाए फिर मेरे पास ना तू."
Acha.
And I would finish that. I would somehow manage to do all that stuff together, and then I would come to him after 3-4 months and tell him, "Anna, ये मेरे से हो गया. अभी मैं weight उठाऊं?" बोलता नहीं, अभी वो 100 का 200 कर दे.
Okay. Nice.
So we have landed up doing what, 1,500 repetitions of a particular exercise using your own body.
Exactly.
I'm not an advocate of saying that you require so much of volume in doing bodybuilding, but the whole idea behind that was that we need to go through that grind.
Right.
Our muscle needs to mature.
Yeah.
And I can bet you on this particular thing that even if I'm on half the PEDs what the guy who's possibly taken I'm not taking anything away from that person, but even if I take half the amount of PEDs from the guy who's possibly won his last competition, I will look bigger and massive and much more leaner than what that guy is. The only choice is that I don't want to do it.
Right.
You know, it doesn't make sense. So, as people are telling right now that old school bodybuilding, yes, it had a lack of good education and science. It was based more on the knowledge that was given to us through, our forefathers and stuff. But now since we have evolved, we have science behind us, there should be a mix of that particular thing. There should be no rush. I mean, if you're growing more than 3 to 4 kgs in the whole year, you're doing it wrong, dear.
Right. That's right. So a combination of old school and knowledge would be the best thing to do as of now, and to understand.
And one of the major factors is patience.
Sir, patience and consistency तो आज के टाइम पे बच्चे को ऐसा ही नहीं.
हाँ, तो वो तो आता है, मुझे कहता है सर मेरे को मुझे 1 महीने में ना 1 इंच सब जगह बढ़ा देना है. That's the statement that they make, and I said, okay, what can you do about it?
Yeah, that happens, sir. So, sir, thank you so much for coming with us and sharing such valuable knowledge with us. So, it's a pleasure having you on the channel, and we wish you all the luck for Pehelwan, Elvis, and all the new ventures which you are coming. Alives, and all the new ventures which are coming in your future.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like our video and if you want to promote yourself and motivate others, you can connect with us. To connect, you can find all the details in the description. Please like, share and subscribe to my video. To subscribe to my channel, click here. And to watch our previous videos, you can click here. Thank you so much.